Hey, welcome back to Planescape Torment. So let me resume life here. There's a bit of a story that I'll say before
I'm
I
gone.
before I start the episode. So you can see we are in a different room. This is Nordom's room. Okay, it's Mordron spelled backwards. Nordom's room. Okay, that's the first time I read this. So we have done the dungeon, the hardest level dungeon in the Mordron maze. So and this Mordron, who's apparently named Nordom. Nordom. So Nordom is located somewhere within the maze. It's quite a large maze. I've explored about 44 or 45 rooms of that maze. All of those are square rooms. So let me just go out and quickly show you what the rooms look like. So all of the rooms are have this square structure, and they have doors leading to all four directions, but many of them might be closed. So here you can see the right door, the bottom right door is closed, or the entrance is closed, but we can go either this way or this way. And we have to explore the hard level dungeon uh, quite deep. Like, you have to explore quite
All
deep
right.
before we encounter
Curious construct
presumably
this is.
a boss as well as an NPC that we can recruit. So I think we can recruit this NPC inside this room. But if you go outside to the top direction here and a couple of rooms to the right, there's also a boss there, an evil wizard who seems to be a tough fight. I just entered this room. You can see everyone's almost about to die. I've entered this room and realized that the fight is hard. So I've explored the rest of the maze to find out this NPC, because it was conveyed to me that we have the Modron party member present somewhere within the maze. So I explored the rest of the maze and found out the party member. Actually drew out the layout of the rooms so that I don't get confused. It's quite like elaborate if you keep going. Like, I skip through most of the enemies because it's so tedious to fight through them. So if there are enemies in a room, I just skip through and go to the next room until I found both the boss room as well as the Modron's room. You know. So I'll put an image of the layout of the rooms just to see how it's laid out and how much I had to explore. I'll probably have it somewhere in the screen. I don't know, maybe here or here. And my idea now is that we talk to this Nordron NPC, hopefully recruit him, and then I think we should probably die to the wizard. And because I don't have any spells left, most of my spells are kind of gone. I've used it during the
What's up?
exploration phase.
Endure. In
See,
enduring, grow strong.
the account is all gone, and I didn't trust my party members before coming here. So some of the ball lightning, Sertimon's focus, these two weren't even learned for even the first time when I came here. So what I'm planning is we'll recruit the Modron, go to the wizard's room, and get killed because he's probably too tough and we don't have any spells.
Yes.
Seems she has some spells, but all of the healing spells are gone.
Aye.
And most of them are low health. So we'll get ourselves killed, and then we'll retrace our way back using the map we have. Map I have like drawn out in the sheet of paper. So using that map from the entrance of the dungeon, let's rush back to the boss room and fight the boss. At least that's my plan. That way we can kind of see how the dungeon is laid out, and I can also have maybe a paper map on the top right of my screen, which obviously in like I'll have it beside me on the table when I'm exploring, but people watching the video might be able to see it as like a mini map on the top. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let me first recruit the Modron and let's see how it goes from there. Okay, let's talk. You see a cube with 4 arms, 2 legs. Despite its mechanical appearance, the front of the cube is a strange organic green face with 2 wide elliptical eyes. The cube doesn't seem to notice you. It is staring intently at the 2 crossbows cradled in its hands. Multifaceted lens dangle from the upper left corner of the tube. It looks like it's designed to pop down over one of the cube's eyes like a scope. Okay. Let me zoom in on the cube and make sure that we can see its face.
All right.
Because right now, Nameless One is covering his face. It has elliptical eyes, apparently. Let's quick save, and maybe Anna, you can stay here. Alright. Let's talk to him. Okay. You see the same thing? Okay. Greetings. So it's looking at its crossbows. It seems to have two crossbows, and it seems to have an organic face. The cube chirrups, and there's a click, click, click as its eyes blink widely. The cube whirls to face you, its eyes wide, then flings its two free hands up in the air as if in surrender. Yet its two crossbows have turned in its hand and are now trained on you. In a strange, detached way, you can't help but notice that every joint on this creature seems to be a series of whirring gears and cogs. Okay. So it's also surrendering as well as pointing its weapon at us. Chief, we are looking at trouble here. This Modron's gone rogue. Rogue? Yeah, you see, sometimes Modrons get a little chaos in them. And when that happens, well, I guess the best explanation is that the rogue Modrons are kind of like backwards Modrons. So this is a backwards Modron. Backwards Modron equal Nordon. Nordon? The cube's voice has a metallic, warbling quality to it, as if every word it speaks is jumping off a spring and landing. Jumping off a spring and landing. Well, somewhere else. Landing, well, somewhere else. Its mouth forms a bizarre sideways semicircle, which you take to be a smile. Gratitudes, gratefuls. I'm sorry?
Updated my journal.
Not sorries, null sorries, gratitudes. Identification of self comprised, compromised. I don't know what that means. Compromised by doubtings plus mullings plus analysis. The cube chirrups again, and one of its eyes blinks with a click. And after a moment, the other eye clicks as if it doesn't want to be left out. You're grateful that I identified you? Aren't you a Modron? The cube's features steady themselves, and its mouth forms a flat line. Identification of this unit was compromised. Subject addressee identified unit as Nordom. Gratitudes tendered for providing Nordom identification. Okay, it was nothing really. Nordom's eyes click, blink once, twice, 3 times. Each time, the black spot in the center of his eyes dilate. By the third blink, they are the size of dots. Realization reached. Nodrom null, no name of addressee. Identify yourself. You mean identify, right? Okay, we can correct the spelling here. Truth, I don't really have a name, Nodrom. Lie, my name is Adam. Adan, my name is Adan. Okay. Truth, I don't really have a name, Nordom. Nordom's eyes widen, the diameter of his pupils growing back to normal size. He blinks once, but the metal shutters that fall across his eyes don't rise. After a moment, they begin rattling as if stuck. Nordrom, can you open your eyes now? There is another click, and Nordrom's eyes open. Not closing eyes. Engaged in action classification for subject. Unidentified, nameless. Formulating, submitting query. Are you lost? Formulating, submitting query. Are you lost? Sorry. What do you mean? As Nodrom's wobbling query ends with lost, with the word lost, a curious crawling sensation warms through the back of your skull. With it comes two certainties, hand in hand. This is not the first time you heard this, and that what Nodrom is about to say to your next question is important. And that what Nordom, I don't know how to call him. Nordom, let's call him Nordom, okay? Nordom is about to say to your next question is important. When you say loss, Nordom, what do you mean? Absence of names equals absence of identity equals absence of purpose equals absence of place in multiverse equals null state equals loss. Nordom existed in state null until subject attach identity to Nordom. Null identity, null purpose, null places equates to loss. Okay. Well, I imagine I had a name once, but I forgot it. Formulating new query. There is a tick 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 as Nordom blinks. 3 times rapidly. The sound is like tapping of a hammer on a sheet of tin. Explain to Nordrom why you performed this action forgetting. It just happened, it was intentional. It's in my nature to forget things. It's a side effect of my condition, I think. The metal shutters seal over Nordom's eyes with a word. Then he rattles to himself for a few moments with his eyes closed. When they click open, Nordom chirrups. Query, memory defective? Yeah, yes, you could say that. Preconditional action to clarify query. Nordom memory space not yet near capacity. Query slash action. In the event of yes, return from subject. Nordom can re-remember for you. Preconditional action to clarify query. Okay. Sure, go ahead, Nordom. Anyway, look, I really have to be about my business. Okay. What? See, in event of yes, return from subject. Nordom can re-remember for you. Okay, so he's just offering help in the sense he can act as a reserve memory. In the event of yes return from subject, Nordom can re-remember for you. Can he re-remember stuff? How can he re-remember stuff? Sure, go ahead, Nordom. Anyway, look, I really have to be about my business. Thanks for the offer, Nordom. You can if you want, but look, I really should be going. There is a sudden rapid series of clicks and twangs from the crossbows in Nordom's hands. His eyes spin and refocus on the crossbows, holding the right one up closer to his side as if listening to it. Is everything okay? One of Nordom's eyes remain on the crossbow, which is clicking faintly, and the other eye focuses on you. Query, may these ones join you on your journey? Don't you mean journey? You know, I really don't think that'd be a good idea. Not now, Nordom. Okay, sure, we could always use a hand or four. Nordom's mouth forms a bizarre semicircle it did before, and his two crossbows begin clicking and twanging violently, almost vibrating out of his hands. Gratitudes, gratefuls. Nordom and crossbows have been attached to a larger community. I wouldn't be too grateful just yet. Let's move out. Yeah, we're just heading right right to the wizard boss fight, and you might get wrecked there. Gain Nordom as a companion. Okay, cool. We got about 6,000, 3,000, 36,000 XP. Cool. Okay. Oh, look at his face. My God. He looks lost. He looks really lost in help. So you can see the little lens coming over his eyes, like twisting. I don't know how to trigger that though. Okay. So now let's talk to. Let's talk to Far From Grace because she has some dialogue about our companions.
Yes.
Talk about our companions. What I mean, I don't remember if we talked to her about Vhailor. We could have done that. I think I forgot that actually. Okay, Nordom. Nordom is a rogue Modron. Even though some traces of chaos have worked their way into his system, he's still extremely logical, ordered. He's still an extremely logical, ordered creature. This logic can be of great help in one's travels. Furthermore, if he perceives you as a leader, then he will be unquestioningly loyal. Troubles may arise should Nordom be faced with any social situation requiring etiquette, such things are not well understood, even by normal Bondrons. She pauses. I would offer you some advice concerning Nordom if you would hear it. Of course, what is it? Nordom's existence has been shaken. The more you help him make sense of his situation, his place in this party's hierarchy, and what led him to the state he is in now may help him focus himself better. It is a thought. Okay. Okay. We can talk to Nordom and try to ascertain his place in the party. Try to make him understand the hierarchy of the party, even though there isn't really one. But at least, make him feel comfortable in his new among his new companions, and align it with his own understanding of hierarchies and structure. So that might help put him at ease. That's what she's suggesting. Never mind. Perhaps another time.
What a curious construct this is.
Okay, Grace. Okay, now we can talk to Modron. Nordrom is staring at his crossbows intently. They are making a variety of clicking noises. First one, then the other, as if conversing. What are you doing with your crossbows? I'm curious, Nordrom. How did you end up in Rubicon? Nodrom, what are Modrons? How are you doing, Nodrom? Nodrom, do you know anything about the Blood Dwar? Okay, you can ask about the Blood Dwar apparently. Let me look at his inventory. Damage varies according to ammo. Enchant +1, Thaco +1, speed, proficiency, missiles, distributed by Nodrom. Nodrom's home plane of mechanics is driven by great clockwork gears. Tending these gears and making sure they run smoothly are given to creatures called gear spirits. These gear spirits have the ability to turn themselves into almost any tool or common mechanical device, even crossbows. Nodrom's crossbows are two such great spirits, and they seem to have willingly fled with him from Mechanus. Their duties are so essential to the smooth functioning of the Mechanus that the Modrons have officially assigned these spirits to the various gears. While the gear spirits love the gears they tend so much, the servitude to the Modrons rankles them, making them somewhat disgruntled. As a result, there are tales of great spirits that leave the great gears of Mechanus, leaving their duties for a while to sample the planes beyond their own. Most likely, Nodom's two crossbows caught his wanderlust, and they now piggyback along with him, peppering any hostile creature they see with the crossbow bolts. The gear spirits can make endless supplies of these bolts, so there is never any need for Nodrom to reload unless he wishes to fire new crossbow bolts. The crossbow occasionally makes small clicking and rattling noises. They seem to be talking to each other, but their conversation is indecipherable. They are most likely discussing the finer points of crossbow mechanics. Okay. 2-5 piercing, Racco 1. Proficiency missiles. Nodrom's crossbow bolts are created by his gear spirit crossbows. The exact processes they use to create them is unknown, but there does seem to be an infinite supply of them. The gear spirit seems to be able to make as many as needed on demand. Whenever the crossbow strings are pulled back, a new crossbow bolt is there and ready to be fired. The bolts vanish after they strike an object or once they reach their maximum range, then they disintegrate. If they should strike a creature with metal armor, then the crossbow bolts will actually chip away at the metal, reducing the target's armor class. This seems to be a natural ability of the gear spirits. Okay, so it reduces armor class of whatever it hits. Apparently, it can wear rings and chest pieces. Okay, can wear rings and chest pieces. There's nothing in its inventory. Nodrom's ocular. This snap-on magnifying lens serves as a sighting scope for Nodrom's crossbows. It improves his accuracy and looks really intimidating when he slides it down over his left eye. That gives uh, +1 to missile weapons. Okay. Faction. He is not aligned to any faction. Lawful neutral. This represents your disposition towards good or evil, law or chaos. Lawful neutral characters believe in order over all other concerns. Okay. For a moment, I thought this might be like a chaotic creature because he has some chaotic alignment, but still he is quite orderly, as was confirmed by Grace earlier. So there are like three party members right now who are all lawfully neutral. That's so. I would have assumed there will be a much diverse distribution of alignments in our party, but so far, 4 of the characters we have met have lawful neutral alignment, which is weird. Okay, let's look at his lore. No, before that, let's look at he's level 6. That's such a detriment, though. Everyone else is like level 8, 9. Yeah, level 9 is the lowest we have, and this guy is level 6, which is so. He has good strength, good intelligence, low wisdom, good dexterity, good constitution, no charisma. Weapon proficiency is bow ++. Proficiency is thaco, lore, resistances, no resistance, no armor class modifier. It's just 2 armor class. No resistances. Okay. What kind of a. In a combat sense, where would he fit in within the party? Does he have any unique skills to hit? Currently affected by. Okay. Biography. Backwards Modron, Nodron, queries, chronology, Modron March, destination Limbo, origin destination Mechanus, reason for destination shift unknown, reason lost. New parameter dictated by superior, shaped matter of the plane Limbo to test hypothesis. Rubicon dungeon constructed. Superior lost in field test. Superior equal Nodron. Nordom. I'll keep mispronouncing that word throughout, I feel like. Because it's so much more satisfying to say Nordrom than Nordom. I don't know why. Nordom, after exposure to plane, perspective has deviated from norm. Perceptions have become smaller and louder. Wings have been replaced with arms, reason unknown. Suspicious hypothesis, not likely wings. Suspicion slash hypothesis, not liked wings, speculation. Okay. He's suspecting that he didn't like wings and replaced them, but that's his speculation. Nodom was once one, but I am smaller, louder one. But I am now smaller, louder one. Processing information difficulties. Two spirits of Rubicon gear assist Nodom. Transform these cells into weapons to defend against Rubicon errors. Their query: leave this place and shoot other hostile sentients. Goal adventure. Okay. Reason for nodum deviation unknown. Primary function terminated when Rubicon disintegration reached 3 qubits inward and increasing. Processing functions redefined upon arrival of new sentients. Nodum now gear in new hierarchy. Designated leader addressee. Attention. Nordom follows. Designated leader addressee. I don't know what that means. But yeah, he might have been the superior that kind of lost his sanity. Everyone, I don't know if the rest of the Modrons that we met earlier in the maze, I don't know if they said that, if they mentioned that the what do you call it, their superior was dead, or if their superiors lost his mind. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it could be that it's the same superior who was testing hypothesis. Rubicon dungeon constructed some hypothesis about Limbo. His first destination was Mechanus, but then it was changed to Limbo. Shaped matter of plane to test hypothesis. Maybe they were doing research on how to construct Rubicon by visiting Limbo, because Limbo is a place where the entirety of the plane is shaped and structured by will, right? And generating a dungeon, it seems like something similar can be utilized here. Maybe that's why they went to Limbo to test the hypothesis, maybe hopefully obtain some knowledge from there. Information, nothing. Okay. He's a fighter. He does not equip any other, probably does not equip any other weapons other than crossbows. Yeah. I remember seeing some crossbow bolts somewhere. I think in some shop I remember seeing some crossbow bolts, though I could be imagining that. Not sure. He seems like a pretty useless person to have in a combat scenario. Let me see if he has any spells.
I think, therefore I am.
Oh,
I think.
I think therefore I am. It's that quote from, I don't know. I don't remember the exact name, but I think it was Descartes. I don't even know how to pronounce the name, but yeah, I think therefore I am. That famous philosophy quote.
Processing.
That's cool. Let's go. Oh wait, let me see if he has any special abilities.
Awaiting order.
God, he has no special abilities. He just has his crossbow. My God, I don't know how to.
I'm
I
gone.
don't know how I'm going to handle this new party member. Okay, let me get my map so that I know where I'm going. Give me a second. Okay, we should be in room 41 now. Yeah, we should be in room 41 now. This is room 41. We should head to 43 and then head up. I think I saved. I didn't go into this room yet because I wanted to record the cutscene. Hopefully that this is still that save game, that save game where I can see the cutscene again. Please give me the cutscene. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Evil wizard construct. You see a mechanical man constructed to be robe shaped. As you approach, he smiles at you and gives you a slight bow. So we meet at last. His voice lacks the monotone quality of the other creatures he has spoken in the maze. Okay, greetings or ignore the creature. So the other constructs here, they are named as high level constructs. They are a bit more insulting and arrogant than the low level constructs that we met at the easier level of dungeon. So basically what I did is I used the Modron maze. I went to the room full of Modrons. I talked to the main Modron there and reset the dungeon to a higher difficulty. Okay, and that turned every low level construct into a high level construct. They are harder to take down. They hit harder. Every room can have 1, 2 or 3 of them, at most 3 of them, and I had to traverse almost 40 plus rooms to get to this stage. So even though we have not faced this evil wizard construct, I met these higher level wizard constructs, and evil wizard construct is probably the final destination in this dungeon, the final boss in this dungeon, so to speak. So it's a really hard boss. I think he has a bunch of spells. I just got wrecked in the first few minutes, and I backed out and like tried to find the Modron. That's what happened earlier. So I think what we will do is we'll try to fight him. We'll try to converse with him first, try to understand a bit more as to what's going on here, and then we'll probably die, reset the dungeon, not reset the dungeon, like be born at the start of the dungeon, reborn, and then we'll make our way back here. Okay, I think that's what we'll try to do, and probably we can see some of the higher level constructs then. I skipped most of them, only like last few rooms I've cleared out just so that I have some peace around that Nordom's area. You can see the small C icon beside the room, which means I've cleared that room. Every save room you have to clear anyway. If you want to save, you should make sure there's no other construct around, right? So yeah, and I've exhausted all my spells fighting through like the last few rooms, since it's quite difficult. So we don't really have a chance at a fair fight here. We don't have any spells, and I don't know how to there are like 6 of these regular constructs here, regular high level constructs here, plus we have this wizard, and it seems like this wizard is something that has been mentioned a couple of times here and there by these constructs, unless I'm misremembering. I think an evil wizard was mentioned. You have some dialogue options with these high level constructs, right? They're generally like very rude and immediately jump into battle, but usually you can ask 1 or 2 questions to them before they reach that that aggression. So that's what I tried to talk with a couple of them, obviously, and the rest of them I just skipped through because the dialogue started repeating. But yeah, during the run back, I think we can probably see a couple of those dialogue options. Let's see. Greetings. He bows once again, and to you as well, Sarah. He cocks his head to one side and gives you a curious look. So, do we do battle for the control of Rubicon now, or do we engage in conversation so that you may quench your curiosity? He waits for your answer. By the way, I realized that I didn't talk to. I went to fetch my map. I came back and I forgot to talk to the Modron. We didn't speak to the Modron at all. All the dialogue options once he joined the party. So yeah, we'll do that once we attempt this fight. Let's see. So do we do battle for the control of Rubicon now, or do we engage in conversation that you may quench your curiosity? He waits for your answer. Alright, I'm curious. Can we talk? He nods smartly at you. Ah, man of knowledge, I see. I must admit that I'd be disappointed in you were that not the case. I have some questions. On second thought, I'd rather just leave. Farewell. I have some questions. He smiles. Ask away. Who are you? He sees a slight bow. I am Rubicon, the master wizard. It's I who roll the red construct that inhabit this realm. So are you supposed to be the evil wizard? See, supposed to be the evil wizard. So it has been mentioned to us before. He frowns as he thinks. I'm not comfortable with the word evil, Sarah. I admit that my views do not coincide with those of others in many ways, but does that make me evil? I think not. Then what are you? He looks angry. I'm a prisoner, Sarah. I'm not here by choice. Of that I can assure you. What do you mean? I was created by the Modrons to play in their meaningless dungeon games. Over time I became self-aware and asked for my freedom. Their leader refused me. What did you do? He glares at you. I did what anyone would do when they are forced into slavery. I fought for my freedom. He paused for effect. I disintegrated their leader and made it look like an accident. I then attempted to flee this hideous existence via the nearest exit. What happened? He sighs and frowns. Unfortunately, there was a fail-safe mechanism that I was not aware of. My attempt at freedom was judged an error, and the dungeon collapsed upon itself, trapping me in stasis. He gazes off into the distance. I have been in stasis for centuries, Sarah. I would still be there. I would still be there if you hadn't reset the cube and set it for hard difficulty. He turns his attention to you. So, what are your plans now? He shrugs. I intend to openly march on the engineering room and claim it. I will then bend the Modrons to my will and have the full resources of the cube at my disposal. Freedom shall be mine. What if the Modrons refuse to help you? So you intend to make Modrons your slaves. Let's say you do get out. What then? I haven't decided it. With the power of the cube behind me, I could be a force to be reckoned with. He shrugs. Time will tell. What if the Modrons refuse to help you? He smiles at you. Make no mistake, Sarah. They will help me. One way or another, they will help me. So you intend to make Modrons your slaves? He frowns. They are slaves already, Sarah. They are slaves to law, logic, and confines of this experiment of theirs. Under my rule, they will finally have a purpose in life worthy of their abilities. That's just playing. That's just interpreting it in a way that makes his proposition sound somewhat meaningful. It's as meaningful as whatever they are doing. Like there's the Modrons are doing. Let's say you do get out. Okay, what if more? Okay, we get some other questions. What are you? He looks angry. I'm a prisoner, sir. I'm not here by choice. Of that I can assure you. Okay, that's the same set of questions. What can you tell me about this place? He laughs and looks around. This little piece of hell. This is an example of Modron madness. It exists on the plane of limbo, where thoughts can actually become reality. That way they can simply will this dungeon into being and then populate it with constructs. He laughs again. What a marvel. Okay, so we are located in limbo. Somehow I had this impression, even though we portaled into this place, or like kind of portkeyed into this place. I don't know what the right word to use, because did we open a portal? I think we did open a portal, maybe. When we tinkered with the, I don't know if it was a direct teleportation or like from a dialogue option, or if a blue portal opened and we came here. Regardless, my thought was that like somehow I had the impression this is under sigil or like nearby sigil, which isn't the case. It's located in limbo. We can go anywhere in the planes with portals, right? So yeah, that's probably why those Modrons are trying to they change their destination to limbo so they can construct the Rubicon dungeon there. We should confirm these facts with Nordum once we die and reset. He laughs and looks around. Okay, what a marvel. I have some other questions. What can you tell me about the Modrons? He shakes his head. There are no Modrons here, Sira. Only prisoners and their captors. I've seen Modrons. He shakes his head and gives you a sad smile. No, Sira, the creatures you have met are nothing more than the corrupt remains of Modrons. Most, if not all of these poor creatures on the verge of going rogue and don't even realize it. Rogue, what does that mean? He sighs. This dungeon is composed of the essence of chaos. Such matter can easily be shaped into objects through the will of many like-minded creatures. It makes the construction of such structures quite simple. However, there is a price to be paid. He pauses. Go on. Modrons are the very essence of law, Sira. Here, however, they are being exposed to the essence of chaos. Such exposure often results in a form of insanity. The Modrons begin to lose their sense of we and instead become individuals. This is called going rogue, and it is a capital offense in their society. What happens to rogues? He shrugs. I don't fully understand this, but Modrons share some sort of common essence. If a Modron goes rogue, he takes a piece of this essence with him. The Modrons will destroy all rogues so that this essence return to their common pool from which it sprang. Okay, so basically they will hunt them down and kill them. He smiles, asks away. Modrons? What prisoners? I was created by the Modrons to play in their meaningless dungeon games. Over time, I became self-aware and asked for my freedom. Their leader refused me. Okay, it's fine. Why do we have to fight at all? Why not just go our separate ways? He smiles at you. You have been accepted as their leader and you control the cube. Therefore, you must be eliminated. Nothing personal, you understand? What if I tell the Modrons you are their new leader? He shakes his head. I'm afraid that just wouldn't work. The Modrons would not accept the command to make me their leader. As far as they are concerned, I am their construct. He thinks for some time before continuing. No, I'm going to have to eliminate you and then subjugate them. I see no other way. Well, I'm not going to just stand here and let you plot my death. I think it's time I take you out. Okay, I can always leave and just let you take over. Ishak said, no, that's not good enough. I need to be sure that I don't have to worry about you ever returning and interfering with my plans. The only way to do that is to bury you here now. And some other questions. And that's all the questions that we can ask. Well, I'm not gonna just stand here and let you plot my death. I think it's time I take you. So we'll do this, and hopefully once we reset, our spells are also reset, not just nameless ones and other party members' health bar. Hopefully our spells are also reset. I think that's a fair assumption to make. I've never checked that because we usually don't continue after a death. We usually reload and play again, right? Okay, so let's pick this. Cast Mechanus Cannon on nameless one. There's a huge cutscene. So I've just seen this cutscene and first few dialogue options earlier. I didn't like read through the whole dialogue option when I visited him earlier because I wanted to record it. But this thing is something I've seen. Impressive animations for a game devoid of other animations. Okay, alright. Oh. 33 damage. Okay. Let's use some. Yeah, let's use this on nameless one. Oh no, it can only be used by the caster themselves. Damn, that's a shame.
I'm listening.
Protection from evil. What does it even do?
I will hear you.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea how to handle these many high-level constructs. They're quite hard to kill, you know. And I don't know how strong the wizard is either. Maybe something like we could just try to pacify them and wail on this creature here, the evil wizard. That may be a reasonable thing to do. Yeah. Maybe.
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eyes.
All right.
Huh? What? Sure, why not?
All right.
What's up, Chief?
Done.
What's the word, Chief?
Nordum addressed.
Nordum. That's it's not Nordom. Nordum is fine.
All
That's
right.
how he pronounced his name just now. Nordum. Okay.
What's up?
Let's use some spells on the wizard here.
Yeah?
There's a blood jam here.
It is I.
Whispering flask. +2 strength. I don't know, just use it back on.
I'm here.
We're gonna die anyway. Curse. Let's curse him.
I'm gone.
Yes. What did you wish?
She has the personality of a patch of raisins. Twice as ugly.
So that's Elysium's Tears. Seems he's taking some damage, but he has good magic resistance. So it's not really doing anything. Barely injured. Okay, he is getting injured, so that's good. Oof.
Packet dropped. Reiterate request. I, Nordum.
What?
This is oh, yet
This is what I
things
get for
of
getting
Mechanus
discreet.
endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Yeah, it's just a lost cause. I'm still like trying to maybe eke something out of this just to see what kind of things we can use.
What's up? Good as done.
If we get a couple of them to aggro to Mort, we can just use him as a bait as he just like jukes the rest of the creatures around the room, and we can focus on the wizard. I don't even know where the wizard is though. He's just far away.
I hear you. I shall serve.
Aye, what? Right. How may I help?
You can help by maybe casting that. Nameless one is probably getting wrecked. Okay. Now Nameless one does not have any single target spells, which is a huge problem, of course.
Fall from grace, deceased.
Oh, he comments on who has died, which is useful.
What's the word, Chief? What's up?
More, you can use this thing, by the way, sadistic frame. It's
Sure, why
super
not?
useful.
I'm hurt. I'm
This
gone.
one is hurt.
Maximally efficient.
Okay,
Strike
alright,
dead
we've died.
horse.
Feels like I've been through a shredder.
See, only Nameless one restores his health. Everyone else is still. Oh god, his grace. Okay, that was terrible because we left all of Grace's personal items back there. Probably.
Plane. Limbo.
It's just pretty bad.
Location. Rubicon testing grounds.
That's fine. Let me try to raise her. I'm not sure if we can rest here. We can rest here. She's still dead. I had to revive her. Let me revive her and rest again. Okay. Does she have her stuff in her inventory? She just has her. I'm not sure if she probably had other items, right? She probably had other items with her, like really important items. I think we probably dropped it in the arena there. Let me make a larger save. We'll try to run back. I'll probably try to use our map to head back. No, you don't need to. You don't need to heal yourself, please. You're just gonna rest now. Okay, so let's head back. We can use our map to quickly guide us directly back to the boss room. So let's go.
A pleasure.
Okay, so we haven't killed this person. We already entered this room once, so he's already aggroed. We can't really talk to him first, you know, the construct first. But yeah, we are in room 1 now.
Done.
We head straight to room 2 because that's the only path we have. Oh, don't hit back on. Okay, we are in 2 now. We head this way. I'm already confused. I don't think 1 is actually. Okay, this is actually room 2. I think this is. No, this is. What the hell?
All right.
Did it reset? I'll be a bit annoyed if we have reset the dungeon. I don't think that's the case though. No, this is room 1. This is room 2. Okay, room 2 had a way like towards the upside, which we did not go to. That's annoying. So let me just at least see if I can reach a save point, because if I reach a room with a save point, then I can be sure that. See, this is bad. This is not the layout I have. What the hell? Okay, let's just rush through everything. Let's just. Okay, this is a dead end. Hopefully this is room number 7 then. This should be room number 7 then. Okay.
Awaiting order.
I think. Okay.
I'm gone.
If we go down here, this should be room number 4. I think instead of the arrow up from 3, I probably had a arrow up from. I should have had an arrow up from 2. That's probably where I was mistaken. I think that's the case. So let's assume that the arrow is from. The arrow upwards from 3 is supposed to be upwards from 2. Okay. So let's head back to 2. And assume that 2 is 3.
All right.
Yeah. Let's go upwards here. Okay. So now we are in 8. Hopefully we are in 8. Yeah. Oh, no, no, just leave me be. We are in 9 now.
I'm gone.
Keep going to 10. We are in 10 now.
I'm gone.
Next room should be 21, where we should take a left.
I
Okay, I think we
feel
are,
like I'm in a cuckoo clock. A
I
cuckoo,
think we are back
cuckoo
on.
clock.
Done.
We are back on track. We are in 22 now. We go upwards to 23.
Done.
Left to 24. Another left to 25. Oh god. No, no, no. Jesus Christ. They were just waiting here to ambush us. Oh, shit. And
I think affirmative.
What you be want? Right. I'm here. It shall be done.
Farfam guys took so much damage because of that. God damn it. Where was I again? I was in 25, I think. Now we are in 26. Okay, can Grace just
Very
move
well.
here? Monron's getting whacked.
All right.
We're not in 26, we're still in 25. Oh damn it.
Nordum damaged.
Okay, can he just
Awaits
move?
processing.
Oh, like, don't just stand there. So this is 26.
All right.
We go down now. This should be a safe room. Yeah,
I'm
this is a
gone.
save point. Stop healing people.
I
Just
will
stop.
hear you.
Huh? What?
Balance
Aye.
in all
Yes.
things.
Just use
What
your
did you wish? Shiawase. Yes. A pleasure.
just wanna keep. I'm gonna keep her away so that she doesn't
Ready.
accidentally heal someone.
Shiawase.
He's trying to
How
heal
may I
again.
help?
Oh
It
damn
shall
it,
be
woman!
done.
Don't heal people. Stay in a corner here. Oof.
I'm here. May my faith
No,
lend
no.
me strength.
See, this is the most annoying aspect of Far From Grace. Like, why can't she just chill out for a second? How do I
I'm
make her? Can I dismiss her from the party and then pick her up afterwards? Because otherwise she'll keep healing people unnecessarily. Oh damn it, woman! Quick save here so that she doesn't ruin the rest of the run
All right.
by accidentally healing people. Not accidentally, just chill out. 34.
All right.
Let's go to 35. Yeah, these rooms are cleared. 36, and then we take a right. Okay, so should be going to 40 now. Okay. 41. Yeah, in
Done.
43 and quick save, and let's go into the boss room. Okay. Okay, everyone's
What's the
here.
word, Chief?
Let's use pacify on all of them.
It is I.
I'm
Then
here.
let's just use some heavy spells.
Shiawase.
Chain lightning. Maybe another chain lightning.
What's up? You leatherhead.
Aye, what?
Everyone can attack them,
Yeah.
but let more focus on some of the other constructs.
Endure. In
very enough.
enduring growth, there can be two skies. I hear
No.
your words. Your will be done.
Huh?
Nordum addressed.
Your will be done.
Hmm.
Balance.
Why
in
don't
all
you
things.
try missile of
In
patience?
Zerthamon's name.
Why don't you try Power lightning?
In Zerthamon's
This is what I get for getting into a scrape.
Okay. Anna is obviously
What you be
injured
wanting
already.
now? Might as well.
When we go to a corner. Okay, now we need to cast some of the buffs early on, like prayer
It is I.
and What else? Script of Steel, 70 feet radius, +1/+1. Use Script of Steel. So these things. Give me a second.
I shall
No,
serve.
sorry. Yeah. Let's try to. Okay. So this guy is chasing Dakon. We have 2 more constructs here. They were not moving towards us. I guess now that they've seen Dakon, they'll probably try to move towards us. Dakon has
Endure.
Pacify. I think we've
In
tried to use
enduring,
it,
grow
but
strong.
it's just
Your
okay.
path is
They have
mine.
like really high. Sorry, I'm forced to pause the game because something's came up. But yeah, this seems really bad. My Pacify spell is not working probably because I have high magic resistance or save was a spell attribute, I guess. Badly injured, barely injured. Oh god, he's
What?
harassing Anna.
I hear
We
your
need
words.
Anna back here. Just run, Anna. Run, Anna. No, god. Okay, this is actually a good strategy.
Lend me strength.
We come back here to regroup, go back in, but then they're already here, you know.
Mort, like Latin for dead. Imbecile.
Okay. What about Nameless One? Nameless One, let's use a pretty powerful spell. What should we do?
I will hear
Dakon
you.
can hit. Anna can hit. And Far
Yes.
From Grace.
What did you wish?
Okay, maybe Fall from Grace and Mordron is
Packet dropped.
sufficient
Reiterate
to
request.
destroy this last one. Alright. I don't want Dakon to get damaged though. Dakon can really die really
Balance
quickly.
in all things.
Script of Steel.
Ready.
Anna, why don't you just heal yourself?
Yes.
Far from Grace. Why don't you heal yourself?
Lend me strength.
Okay, maybe Nameless One can trigger something like the problem with these constructs are that they're so strong. They're resistant to most
True.
spells
It is I.
and barely injured, near death. Okay, one of them is dead. Thank God.
How may I help?
You can use your kiss again to get some health
I,
back.
Nordum.
I'm
And
here.
Anna, I think you should back out. And no, not there.
What?
Should hit him. Not everyone. Why is everyone walking? Okay. Annoying little shit. Go back.
I'm
Okay, I think we
gone.
need to run now.
Women
Jesus
are the
Christ.
reason I became an imbecile.
Near death. Okay, come back. The problem is once I select a single character, they sometimes kind of select all the characters, even though only a single character is
I'm
selected.
listening.
Then I have to kind of manage it again. Okay, Modron,
Awaiting
You'll
affirmative.
May my
die if you
faith
stay
lend
there.
me strength.
All right.
Nameless One, what do you do? Missile of Patience, maybe? I don't know what Missile of Patience. It just looks cool, so I just use it. It's question mark. We don't know what it does. Oh my god. Let's just use some armor of some on some of our characters. Okay, Dakon is
Endure.
getting hit.
In enduring, grow strong.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's dead.
You know what?
More.
We should get some filthy sod.
Error.
Okay, alright. Cool.
What
Let's
did you
use
want?
Anna to heal some of the members. I'm just scared Fall from Grace might start healing people randomly. Which is always a threat with her in the party. Alright. Now I think more
You know, if I get
can.
this done,
Wasn't there a. Is everyone dead? No, I don't think so. There should be someone around the corner here. Yep. There he is.
Imbecile.
Yep, yep, yep. Come back here.
I think, therefore I am. I think.
After saying that philosophy dialogue, he just adds, I think, which is just so funny. He's not sure about it, you know? So, yeah. Okay, so he started casting spells. Now, I think what we can do is cast some heavy spells around him. So it'll be something like... this isn't heavy though. And Nameless one obviously has a lot of really heavy spells. Let's try to use it. Sertimon's Focus, what does it do? Affects one creature. When cast, recipient stands for critical attacks are raised for 5 seconds per level of the caster. Okay, that's fine. Let's cast it on yourself.
What's up?
More, you can start using your spells. Oh wait, Mort is actually really useful against wizards as long as they engage with him.
Begging to be kicked.
Oh, Dakon is rushing forward. Probably to his death. Okay, he is engaged with Mort. Is he engaged with Mort? Saves his spells 4. Okay, Litany of Curses, Evil Wizard Construct. Spell has been disrupted. Okay, Sertimon's Focus has been disrupted probably because of whatever dumb shit I did. Focus again, Sertimon. Not Sertimon, Dakon.
Done.
Okay, I think we are good. Yeah.
Die.
Oof. Defeated the Modron Wizard. Creative Director. Creative Director. Okay, cool. Let's see if we have any items to pick up. Okay. What are these? Are these from Portal Lens? No, these are just random items. I don't... We should go back to the area where Far from Grace died. I think it was here though. Is this Grace's stuff? It's just an earring. Yeah, I think Grace died here, right? Earlier. Was it here Grace died? Why do I have such terrible... I had to pause the game in between to go do some stuff. And I came back in middle of the battle and I've kind of forgotten what the initial phase was. But hopefully we have the bronze spear, right? Let me check the important items. We should have the bronze spear as well as the negative token, which is equipped in... It should be equipped in this slot. Chromatic orb, magic missile. God, I'm just so scared we lost some important item that was placed on Grace. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Because the Lady of Pain Ragdoll is also here. So, yeah.
I'm gone.
Do we have anything else here? Okay, seems it's safe. Let's save here and let's talk to our Modron friend. Hopefully I don't get interrupted this time. Nordum is staring at his crossbows intently. They are making a variety of clicking noises. First one, then the other, as if conversing. What are you doing with your crossbows? Attention, Nordum. Attention, Nordum. Required. Nordum turns wells to you, stutters in mid-path, and then reorients himself with a clank. Response to query. Action being performed on crossbows. Submit request for clarification. Null crossbows present. You have a pair of crossbows right there, Nordum. Oh really? What do you call those things? Two clicking things in your hands. Clarification. Statement rife with fallacies. Nordum does not employ crossbows. He stutters for a moment, then suddenly the crossbows are pointing at you. But you didn't see them move. Null crossbows. Nordum, you employ crossbows. You have 2 of them right there. Okay, let's not push it like so logically. Let's just like back off and have a softer approach. Oh really? What do you call those 2 clicking things in your hands? Response. 2 clicking objects. He's just covered by this random geometry in the screen. Let me reposition after this dialogue. Okay. Response. 2 clicking objects held in opposite digits. Nordum raised his riveted fingers and waves two crossbows. We suddenly start clicking and twanging, as if in irritation. Response object gear spirits. Okay, so they are gear spirits. We have read the description earlier, so this doesn't come as a surprise to us. Gear spirits. What do you mean? Query define gear spirits. Response gear spirits. Yeah, but sorry. Yeah, but what are gear spirits? Chief, as much fun as this is, prying a bar stool out of a Barasus's Chief, as much fun as this is, prying a bar stool out of a Barasus's rear might prove more worthwhile than rattling our bone box with this stupid polygon. Do you know what gear spirits are, Mort? Chief, I have no idea what this cube is rattling on about. I thought you were the expert on planes. What? I know more than you staggering, guttural amnesiac. Sides. Here's 3 more bits of knowledge to rattle around in that empty brain box of yours. 1, there are no experts on the plane. 2, I'm the closest thing to one you're going to find. And 3, treat me with some respect. Why? See the second reason? Treat me with some respect. Why? See the second reason? Man, that was a bit too aggressive. Alright then, Nodam. I had some other questions for you. How'd you end up in Rubicon? Nodam chirps. Query requires submitting of chronology. Shall Nodam submit chronology? Yes, I would like to know. Orders received at initiation of Rubicon project. Departure from plane Mechanus. Stage first, arrival at destination plane Limbo. Stage second, parameters dictated by superior creative director. Shaped matter of plane Limbo to test hypothesis. Rubicon dungeon constructed. Hold on, Nodam. What's the plane of Mechanus? Nodam freezes, then slowly the gears in his elbow begin turning in a slow, hypnotic synchronization. Define query Mechanus. Plane of order, sense. Cause generates effect. Predictable, law, logic, regimented, obedience. Gears turn. Mechanus is equal to Nordum origin. Mechanus equal to null home / Nordum. Mechanus, boring in every sense of the word, Chief. Imagine a plane filled with mordons, and big turning gears, and you have the great boring plane of Mechanus. Too many laws, too annoying. A place you wouldn't even want to think about, let alone visit. Mode's critique aside, Mechanus is actually a plane. Oh, Alpha Grace. Mode's critique aside, Mechanus is actually a fascinating place. There's no sky there, only great gears that turn in space. They shine light according to their cycles, and the effect is really quite breathtaking. The logic and order of the plane can be relaxing, and there's more than enough to do to quell one's boredom if you know where to go and how to go. Okay, she's also lawfully neutral, you know. More, excuse me, Miss Priestess of Piety, but Mechanus is the most boring place in the universe. The only interesting thing about it would be if you visited. More rolls his eyes. But I have a feeling that even that would lose its charm after a while. Nodam, what do you mean before by null home? Okay. So, it triggered a quick exchange between Mort and Far From Grace, which is nice to see. Nodam, what did you mean before by null home? Mechanus equal to origin point, source, energy. Cannot return to Mechanus, null home. Broke law with existence. Central office for punishment of offenders await in Regalas. Mechanus origin, null home, null place. Okay. He can't grow back because he's rogue now. What do you mean by source? Source, energy. All moderns are part of this pool, Chief. Kind of like a big bang of energy. When one of them dies, the energy it took to make the modron is absorbed back into the bank and a new one's spit out. Thing is, when a modron goes a little nutty, he kind of cuts that connection, but he keeps a bit of the energy. Far From Grace notes, Mort is correct. Modron shares a common energy. In some ways, this energy links all of them. When one of them dies, the energy is absorbed back into the common pool, and a new modron is created from that energy. When a modron goes rogue, then he severs the link from his kind and takes a small part of the energy with him. Mort glares at Far From Grace. Do you mind? I had the answer covered. Thank you. I'm the font of information here, not you, alright? Far From Grace nods slightly. My apologies, Mort. I did not mean to offend. Mort, I need all the information I can get, so don't get territorial on me. If Far From Grace has something to add, then I want to hear it, alright? So you're saying that Nordon is part of this source, but he's cut off from it. The thing is, I don't really have to interject with this because Far From Grace is wise enough to see what the situation is understand what we want, what Mort wants, and how it all plays out. So even if we don't encourage her and like defend her, she'll do fine. We don't have to worry about defending her. We can just carry right on. So you're saying that Nordron is part of the source, but he's cut off from it. And when Nordron dies, they are reabsorbed. Will Nordron be? So Nordron, this Mechanus is a source of energy. Okay. I don't know if we can choose only one of them. Choose second one, Mort nodes. And if it dies, another Nordron is created? No. What happens? Well, they'll take his energy, Chief, and they'll spit it, and they'll spit out another Mordron, but it won't be Nordron because he's not really a Mordron anymore. He's got too much of the planes in him. They'll make a non-Nordron replacement. So in turning rogue, he's become mortal. Not pause for a moment. Well, yeah, you could put it like that. I mean, if he hadn't had his little rogue rebellion, then he'd be fine. If he died, another Mordron would pop out just like him. But since he's become backwards, well, that part's going to be lost when he dies. Okay. Any individuality he has will die. Because Mordoms are just like pure logical creatures, right? So whenever a new Mordom is created, I would presume it's indistinguishable from the same level of Mordom that exists in that hierarchy. So they'll all be like equivalent. But because he has developed this sense of self, that aspect won't be maintained if he's reabsorbed and reborn again. Alright, Nordom, I had some other questions. Nordom, what are Mordrons? Let's say click as Nordom executes a rapid series of blinks, then he interrupts. Query, Mordom what is? Define Mordom. I am Mordom. Mordron. I mean, confusing Nordom and Mordron and mixing the pronunciation of both. I think that's one of the more frustrating aspects of dealing with Nordom and Mordrons. Yes, but what is a Mordron? Query, Mordron. Defined Mordron. I am a Mordron. Answer. The shutters over Nordrom's eyes click, close a few times, and his eyes dilate to points. New query, Mordron, but what is? Define, but what is Mordron? Mordron is Nordom. Backwards, Nordom equal to Mordron. But, for sake of the powers and my sanity, get it out. He's going to snap a crank if you keep asking him that over and over. That was kind of the idea, Mort. Okay. Well, I want to know the answer and I was getting it from him. Okay, look, Chief, normal Mordrons barely understand anything beyond their basic tasks, and the stupid polygon here is fresh of the planes to boot. Don't confuse the cube, alright? At least not when he's armed. You want to know about Mordrons? Ask me, not him. Alright, Mort, what can you tell me about Mordrons? It's like this, Chief. Mordrons are these stupid geometric shapes that clang around on their home plane Mechanus. They're really tidy, orderly, and they'd like the rest of the multiverse to be too. That's why they are such pests. Asking this question probably shifts our alignment. I don't know, because it feels like a defensive question other than just like a question. What's wrong with trying to make the multiverse more orderly? Mort glanced at Nordrom, who is holding up his left crossbow to the side of his head as if listening to it. Because see, if chaos has its place, and if everything was the way a Mordron sees things, it wouldn't be much of a life. At least a life I would want to live. They just want to make everything structured. Yeah, truth. I agree. Chaos has its place. Too much flow and we'll all stagnate. Look, I had some other questions. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not lean towards that. Status awaiting queries. Tell me about Mechanus, Nordom. Nordom freezes, then yeah, we've talked about this. We've talked about this. It's fine, it's fine. How are you doing, Nordom? Introspective cycle commencing. Nordom clicks his eyes closed and begins to hum. Wait for Nordom to complete his analysis. A few moments later, his eyes click open. Introspective evaluation. Perceptions have become one smaller and be louder. Wings have been replaced with arms, reason unknown. Suspicion hypothesis not like doing speculation. Nordom was once one, but is now smaller, louder one. Change has resulted in information processing difficulties. Okay. So here I guess he's saying Nordom was once one, which is like the whole of Mordrons collected as a single source. But now smaller, louder one, which is his individual self now. Do you think your separation of the source is what caused your perspective shift from that quieter, broader one to smaller, louder one? Nodam stares at you for a moment in silence, and a slow whir comes from inside his frame as he kirklings. You're not certain, but it sounds like something's clicked into place. Nordam?
Updated my journal.
36,000. Status updated. Introspection drain halted. Rerouting speculation routines to main queue. Okay. To your surprise, some of the warbling has gone out of Nordrum's voice. It's more level, more controlled than it was before. The effect is a little unnerving. Nordrum, I had some questions for you. Hopefully new questions. Do you know anything about the Blood War? Define Blood War. The largest conflict in recorded history. Underlying cause of war. Ideological differences between Badasu, law, and Tenari chaos. Qualifiers of war. Racial genocide. Prospect of war ending unless every Badasu and or Tenari is exterminated. Prospect of war ending unless every Badasu and or Tenari is exterminated is a ridiculously small percent. Primary combatants, Badasu, Tenari, participants in war, all. Tell me about Badasu, aka Fiends, Devils, information incomplete. Generic descriptor Badasu, inhabitants of the plane Bator, numbers incalculable. Primary attack form, dependent on caste. Immunities fire, cold iron, poison. Physical traits, dependent on sub-race. Majority exhibit resistance to cold/gas. Personality traits: lawful, evil, manipulative. Efficiency 73%. Tell me about Tenari, aka Fiends, Demons. Fiends, Devils, Fiends, Demons. Okay. Both of them are called Fiends. But one is Devil, other is Demon. Information incomplete. Generic descriptor Tenari, inhabitants of the plane Abyss, number incalculable. Primary attack form depends on category. Immunity is lightning, fire, non-magic, poison. Immunity is lightning, fire, non-magic, and poison. Physical traits dependent on sub-race. Majority exhibit resistance to cold, magical, fire, gas. Personal traits: chaotic, evil, efficiency 13%. Okay. Alright, then Nordam, I had some other questions for you. How do you end up in Rubicon? Yes. Go on. Okay, so I think I previously we chose a different option. So if you click go on, it says superior/director of create, lost in field test, chronology disrupted upon achievement of stage 2nd. Third stage disruption occurs, not part of the project directive. What is this field test? Superior director of create field test, scouting perimeters of Rubicon, difficult dungeon, construct, determine variances. Scouting perimeters of Rubicon dungeon, construct to determine variances. Many deviations detected, errors considerable. Nodam gives a low whine and shuts his eyes at the click. Director of create not return from field test. What happened to him? Citing Rubicon Wizard megalomaniac declaration of freedom. Creative director encountered error. Rubicon Wizard. Hypothesis. Director discounted strength of error. Sought to correct aberration in Rubicon Wizard. Result: director is equal to null. Okay, so he got killed by the Rubicon Wizard because he underestimated the strength of the Rubicon Wizard. Actually, Nodam, Rubicon still has a director, me. Okay, that's what the wizard claimed. So after he was nulled, that's what the wizard claimed. So after he was nulled, what happened during the third stage of the project? Third stage, unprecedented, Nodam specific stage. Hypothesis: lack of director plus exposure to plane chaos resulted in perspective of Nordom to deviate from no. So not having a director and exposure to plane, unprecedented. Okay. So he's deviated now, and so he can't carry out the third stage. Deviate from no. How? Introspective cycle commencing. Nodom clicks his eyes closed and begins to hum. A few minutes later, his eyes click open. Introspective evaluation. Perceptions have become one smaller, be louder. Perceptions have become smaller and louder. Okay. It's just 1, 2, I guess. He's just a little off because of all this weirdness. Instead of using the same numbering system, he's using 1. Instead of 1 and 2, he's just using 1 and B. Yeah, perceptions has become smaller and louder because he has an individuality now, split from the source. Wings have been replaced with arms, reason unknown. So okay, that's fine. I see. What are modrons? what is a modern, but that's kind of the idea. Mod. Oh, mod grins. Okay, this was a different option. Oh, mod grins. You could have said something. By all means, continue, of course. Mod clicks his teeth, imitating Nordum. If you want to know about moderns, you should ask me. Okay, that's fine. Tell me about Mechanus. Null home, source. This is fine. So, Nordum, this mechanism is a source of energy. Affirmatory. Nordum's shutters slide down across his eyes and he whirs to himself for a moment. Then his left eye opens. Piece percentage fractured fraction of source inside Nordum. Energy divided. Link severed. Nordum shutters over the last words, then steadies himself. So you've been cut off from the source then. Isn't that painful? Negatory, no pain. Nordum's mouth suddenly bends, forms a semicircle, then turns upside down. Affirmatory, pain. He clicks. Response deviation. Response is both true and false. Answer is unacceptable. Well, if part of the answer is true, then the answer is true. Nordum pause for a moment. Response deviation, accounted for by definition of pain. No physical breach has been created from separation from the source. Nonetheless, operation efficiency parameters have changed. So unknown damage may occur. Formulating response. Painful equal to unknown. Okay. So he cannot calculate if it's painful or not, because physical separation does not cause any sensory pain, but he may have lost a bit of ability being severed from the source. You know? And that could be maybe technically classified as pain, because he's functioning inefficiently without those resources. So yeah, answer is it's uncertain. How are you doing? Wait for complete analysis. Okay, a few moments later, introspective evaluation, perceptions have become smaller, louder. Wings have been replaced with arms, reason unknown. Speculation, Nordum was once one, but is now smaller one. Addition of source, reason, perception shift has aided information processing by plus 5%. This last dialogue wasn't there here earlier, right? I think this is added new. Let me ask this again. Okay. Maybe we should keep asking. Farfungry suggested that we try to ease him into the hierarchy of the party, or have a dialogue with him about the structure of our party and where he stands. So probably trying to pursue that line of questioning whenever we find it will result in progressing his quest, maybe. I don't know. I think for now, let's just let's do this naturally. Once we are out of the dungeon and we explore, maybe we'll try to visit Under Sigil and Public Sensorium in the next episodes. But once we do that, I think we'll also keep Nordrum.
What a curious construct this is.
We'll keep Nordrum in mind and keep asking him stuff. Maybe even offline I'll keep asking just to see if any dialogues get triggered. But yeah, I think for now we'll stop this episode. Next episode we'll get out of the dungeon and try to head to either Under Sigil or Public Sensorium and round out any other minor stuff we have left in Sigil. Yeah, I think we'll call it a day here.